Hello everybody, this is Shadow the Legend here, back with another video. In this video, I'm going to be going over the new fusion, going over his kit, and also I'm going to be explaining how you can get your hands on this fusion really easily. So, you've probably seen this kit many times, but for those of you who haven't, I'm going to read it. So, we have he's a legendary, Lord Entertainer Fabian. He's Spirit, which is nice. A1, Service and Death, attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit steals 10% of the target's turn meter and places a True Fear debuff for 2 turns if the target's turn meter is fully depleted. So I think this A1 could be useful when counterattacking, but otherwise it's okay. A2, this is on a 3 turn. Attacks one enemy, places a Petrification debuff for 1 turn. Has a 75% chance of placing a True Fear debuff for 2 turns on all other enemies who are not under Fear or True Fear. Passive effect activates this skill whenever an enemy under Fear or True Fear debuff successfully uses a skill. So basically, your enemies are just always going to be under Fear, and if they ever take a turn, then they're just going to get feared. The other team is just going to get feared, and then that target is going to get petrified, which I don't see many people talking about for some reason, but the petrification is pretty powerful. Moving on to the A3, this is on a 4-turn cooldown. Attacks all enemies. Before attacking, has a 75% chance of decreasing the duration of all enemy buffs by 3 turns. Has a 75% chance of increasing the cooldowns of all enemy skills by 3 turns. Then grants an extra turn if there are no active buffs after the attack. So this is an extremely powerful ability. It's basically on a 3 turn because of the extra turn, and most of the time your enemies are not going to have any buffs after. So yeah, and then you can go straight into the A2 with all the fears and stuff. So this is really powerful. We got the passive, Ghost with the Most. Whenever an enemy is revived, places a True Fear debuff on that enemy for 2 turns. It's pretty powerful. And then finally, removes any hard CC debuffs from this champion at the start of their turn. So he's not going to get hard CC'd, which is kind of overpowered. And finally, increases all ally speed in all battles by 90%, which is a pretty good aura. So I think this champion's great. I think if you can go for him, then go for him. And let's jump back into the game. And now I'm going to explain to you how you can get this champion really easily without putting too much work in. So during the first part of the fusion, there's going to be a personal rewards CBC going on, which is great because CBCs can give you tons of great resources like energy. It can also give you stuff like chickens, tomes, to help you progress through the fusion. And overall, it's just really good. And if you end up winning, then you'll end up getting a ton of energy. Well, let me claim this mystery shard. And yeah, it's great. Secondly, we have the daily 6th anniversary pack that they're giving us. You get tons of shards, silver, energy, chicken, and a legendary book, which will help you complete tons of different events during the fusion. There's also, you can hoard energy around, like here in Faction Wars. I have some energy sitting here. You can have some here in Curse City. And in Doom Tower, every 10th floor, there is some energy that you can collect. Moving on, there's also some energy here in weeklies and monthlies that you can save for the fusions like this. And just claim whenever you need to complete an event. There's also some energy in your daily logins. There's a ton in the first 270 days. So some people might see this as a downside, but I think there are some benefits to this. Basically, this upcoming fusion is most likely going to be a traditional fusion, meaning that you collect 16 rares and fuse them into 4 epics, and then you can fuse it into a legendary. This can be quite a hassle, but I think that the epics and the rares can also be beneficial because they can help you in champion training, events, and tournaments. They can also be useful in champion chase and getting you through the summoning event without using too many shards. Some other stuff you can do is save fusions, like this Relic Keeper fusion that I have sitting here. I also have like a couple of Broadmon fusions. You could also save fragment summons for champion chase and remnant summons. So overall, I think this fusion is not going to be very difficult, given all of the free stuff that Plarium is throwing at us. I think if you can go for the fusion, then you should definitely go for it. Lord Entertainer Fabian will be very useful in PvP, and if you have trouble in PvE waves, then you can also use him there. Thank you for watching to the end. I really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.